Hey, yo. 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 Two. Woo! Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Wow. What about now? Jesus Christ. I think we need to take out the last
Hey,
5 minutes of me just bullshitting by myself. You would think I started getting better at these. Hey, sorry guys, man. My bad. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Jimmy Dukes for the third time, but this time you could hear me. We have these weekly podcasts here with some awesome content creators. Today we have an awesome content creator, Mr. Gaming with Green. He's a gentleman that I respect from afar and truly enjoy watching myself. I'm fortunate to have some pretty cool people as guests so far. I don't just bring anybody on here. I feel that the people that I bring on here are people that I respect and want to get to know more than just I see them on stream. A lot of you guys get to watch us and bullshit with us in the chat, but sometimes you guys don't know too much about us other than what we talk about during the stream. So without further ado, we got my man, my big homie with the prettiest beard. I don't know, or the best beard on Facebook. I don't know. He's the both of them. We got my boy Gaming with Green. What up, boy? How are you, sir? What up, man?
Are you fucking kidding me? The best,
the best,
cutest,
the cutest,
what?
everything,
Everything.
Oh.
Beers on Facebook gaming.
Damn.
For screwing up the first 5 minutes.
This fucking guy, man. This fucking guy.
Damn, I know I fucked up the first 5 minutes of the
yo.
podcast. Man, so thank you for coming on here,
baby.
man. I appreciate it. I know that you're usually streaming around this time.
Hey, yo.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you taking the time because you could be doing
You're good.
your stuff. But
It's a pleasure to be here, Jimmy.
Yeah, man,
pleasure to
thank
be
you.
here, brother.
Yeah,
Hell
you know, I wanted to sit down and chop it up with you a little bit more. I've gotten to know you over over almost a year. You know, we're almost hitting a year of getting to know each other. And
Something like that. We can find
yeah,
out.
I think I did the exclamation point followage. I think the other day, I think I had a little bit over 300 days. So I think we're around the same.
Right around the same?
Yeah, I think we're right around the
I
same.
got a 346 on my end.
Eee, atta boy.
So we're almost at a fucking year, but
Yeah,
yes, that's
yeah, man, definitely.
amazing. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
That's cool, man. And I've gotten to see you grow and do different things as a content creator. It's awesome because, you know, I like to see other people succeed. I don't feel like a lot of people understand that we don't have to be playing with each other or playing co-streams and shit to, you know, support
Hey,
and
yo.
appreciate somebody from afar. I think a lot of people don't miss that. And I think that we got a good combination of that going between us.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, you know, we're in each other's streams all the time, but we know what's up. You know, we see each other and we respect each other, and we get in games when we can. But you know, just like myself, you are a big community person. I don't think you've ever said no to anybody that's, you know, been in your stream and hanging out and wants to play. So you know,
Right.
not a lot of people could say that. You know, because you have a great community. Everybody wants to play with your ass. You know,
Amazing community,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, you make it so fun to watch. You know, it really
Thank
is.
you. Man, I appreciate that for real, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man,
you.
for real. And like I said, every person I have on here, I like them and follow them for different reason. When I tell people, hey, man, I like so-and-so, that doesn't mean that they're going to like them. But I have different content creators that I follow for different reasons and I like. And I kind of
Right.
gravitate toward them
Hey,
for
yo.
different reasons. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's start off some of these questions. You know, I like when I
Hey,
get
yo.
people on here, you know, I like to get to know them more than, you know, on the stream. So, you know,
Right. Hell yeah.
I know. So obviously, let's start off with your name, Gaming with Green. How did you come up with that? Like, what was
Hey, yo.
the story behind, you know, Gaming with Green? Because I know you have another alias, and we'll get into that alias later. But how did Gaming with Green come about?
I have another alias. Gaming with Green came about because everybody calls me Mr. Green. I've
There
been
you go.
called Mr. Green for the past, I don't know, 15 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's just gaming with Green it fit naturally. I mean, that's what it is. That's what we do. We're gaming. You're gaming with me. Like I'm gaming with you. Like it's all about gaming with Green, baby.
That's what's up. Well, you know, since you're talking about gaming, did you grow up playing video games? It's like, was that like part of your childhood? Like, what was your first console? What was like the first game where like, damn, that was like when you're like, I like gaming.
I mean, Nintendo for sure is when I can
Nice.
first like remember gaming.
Yeah.
And I've been a gamer since I was, you know, just a wee little one. Since you know, when Nintendo came out, I had one. You know,
Yeah.
I got it for Christmas that year with all the other kids. You know,
Oh
It was-
yeah, man. Which game did you remember playing over and over?
bro, Galaga.
Galaga?
Me and my dad would play that shit all the time.
That's so dope.
Yes, man. Tecmo Super Bowl,
Yes!
Techno Super Bowl, whatever, man.
Yeah,
Me
hell
and my
yeah.
cousins would play that shit all the time, man. I mean,
Like going
Lots
up
of-
and down.
yeah, bro, lots of classics, man.
Bo
I mean,
Jackson.
all of the classics, man.
You Bo Jackson, you run circles around everybody just diving. That was a
100%, man.
That was a shit, man. That was a shit, man. I remember I had an older brother. He's 8 years older than me, so he had a Nintendo, and I remember just, you know, playing Duck Hunt, and Super Mario was the first games that we had. And then after that, he would get more games, and I'd wanted to play, and he'd always have to tell Mom, you know, Jimmy wants to play again and shit like that. But yeah, man.
Right,
So that,
right.
you know, we're around the same age, so we could remember, you know, those games.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly,
Double
man. That was
Dragon,
fun, too.
Double Dragon.
Yes.
Double.
I mean,
That was the one that I really enjoyed too, man. For two players, that shit was the ish.
I'd say Right, man. I say with gaming, man, each generation of games has its fucking staples, its classics, man, that are still just, I mean, even today, fun to play, good to play, you know,
Yeah,
like each generation of console. I've always loved gaming, man. Been a gamer, you know, since I was a kid, man.
that's
So
dope.
everything just naturally fit, you know?
That's cool. So let's talk about like when you mentioned the Mr. Green thing. So
Hey yo.
before you were streaming, what were you doing before? What was your free time or what were your
Hey
aspirations
yo.
like? You did say that you were Mr. Green for 15 years. Talk about what you
Right,
were doing with that before you became a streamer or known as a streamer to us.
right. I mean, I'd say, man, back in 2008, 2007, I started making music. And, just as fun. I was a kid, man. We'd freestyle at the local bowling alley, like that 8 Mile shit you see, man. We would do that every weekend, stand in a circle. And, it started out as just, freestyling with your homies, getting fucked up, whatever, just hanging out, listening to beats. And then it became to where, like, nobody was doing anything with it. And me and a couple buddies are like, well, let's really fucking do this, let's put some fucking thing down. So
That's
we
dope.
did, we all came up with names or already had nicknames. And my favorite color is green. I like all things green. And it was just a play on a couple things, and I just went with Mr. Green, man. And
Nice.
hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I was like, that was one thing that when I first started watching you, I'd watch you more and more, and I got to know you over time. I'm not the type of person that's in there, bugging too much, but I am listening and paying attention. And one thing we did have in common that gravitated more me toward you is because we had the same taste in music as far as the
Yes.
underground horrorcore and stuff like that. Because
Well, the first thing that caught my eye was your strange music flag. That's the first
yeah,
time I seen you. I was like, no shit. I was like, oh, let's go.
yeah,
That's the first thing that caught my eye. I was like, I got to check this guy out. Let's go.
that's dope. And I put that up for a reason. I'm a big music guy. I listen to a lot of underground music and stuff like that. So when you started talking about listening to ICP, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are the chances? That, because you don't see a lot of juggalos, you know what I mean? For a lot of people that don't know, you know, I grew up listening to ICP, Insane Clown Posse, and it's not a taste for everybody.
Same here.
But
Same here.
but that was just one type of music that I liked. And when you mentioned that one time, I was like, man, I already like this guy even more. Like, what the fuck?
That's fucking dope. Yeah, man. I'm old school juggler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the first album? What was the first ICP album when you were like, you got hooked?
Malenko, baby.
Hell
Malenko.
yeah, man.
It was what, 95, 96? It was
God.
fucking
Little
Malenko,
Jimmy
man.
Jimmy. Got him.
Yeah, got him. Straight up. Yes, 100%.
Hell yeah,
You know,
man.
and I just word of mouth too on them, man. It was
Yeah.
word of mouth. All of a sudden, people were always like spitting these raps from this fucking band that was weird as fuck. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they talking about? Nuts in your soups, bloop, and
Yeah.
all sorts of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is some wild shit. And then I went to the record store, back when record stores were a thing, man. And I was fucking, what, a freshman in high school or some shit. I would hang out at this record store. And I'm like, all right, let's look. So I went and found them, man. And the artwork was dope. I was like, all right, let's fucking check them out, man.
Nice.
Checked them out. I was a fan for a long time. I mean, not so much anymore. The
Yeah,
past
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
5-10 years have been pretty downhill on their end. But I mean,
Yeah, but you
I've
grew
been a-
up on it. Yeah.
I grew up on that shit, man. I went to 10 gatherings. I went to fucking Hollow Wickeds. I went to Big Ballers. I've probably seen them guys live over 100 times. No lie.
So talk about
At
that.
least.
Like, yeah, you said, you had a good music career and you traveled. And talk
Yes,
about those
yes.
experiences compared to being a content creator. Like, obviously, being on the road is tough. Not
Yes.
it's not always what it clams out to be. A
cracked up
lot.
to be,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was doing shows pretty much every weekend. It'd be a couple-hour drive every weekend. You'd go, you'd do your show, you'd party all night. It's fun. It was a great time. And then, you'd have to fucking lug it back the next day. But I mean, we did a ton of shows. I was part of a group called Wicked Wisconsin, which was a underground music scene in Wisconsin. We had, tons of just amazing artists. We threw shows, at the Rave or out in Lake Geneva at a place called Foley's Bar, where we like just fucking grew up together doing these shows and putting on like these underground fucking dope ass shows, man. It was amazing.
That's so
And,
cool. I do know that sometimes you play your music on stream,
yeah,
and I went and looked you up, man. You got 2 albums on Spotify. If you guys want to go check out Green,
I got
yes,
3
three.
actually.
Let me.
I was in a group, man. I was in a horrorcore
Oh,
group,
okay. Say,
strictly horrorcore group, man. And yeah, we painted our faces up, fucking like with a fucking like mask on and shit.
oh
It was
shit.
fucking wild, but man, that's probably one of the most slept on, realist underground horrorcore albums you'll find, man. Lots of bangers.
Nice. We're gonna
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
man.
we get some links out there after the show,
I mean,
man. to
we got
check-
Liquid Assassin on that bitch. I know you know who
Yeah,
Liquid
I
Assassin
sure
is.
do, man. I sure do.
Got Kung Fu Vampire on that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, because I was listening to your shit
Okay.
earlier today. I was like, oh damn, he has 2 albums on Spotify. That is dope. You know,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
that's cool, man.
Back
So
when I was making the music, man, and then the music thing happened for quite a while. I did some mini tours and whatnot, like with DGAF. If you're familiar with DGAF out of Suburban Noise, Cottonmouth Kings record label. I had a bunch of shows, man, where I opened up for a ton of big name artists, all the way from Tech Nine, fucking Jelly Roll, fucking Lil White, tons of motherfuckers, man. I did Busy Bone. I did 3 shows with Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, I did a lot of shit, a lot of great shit. I even opened up for Sendog at Cypress Hill, man. That was pretty dope.
that's crazy because you think about that a lot of people might not know about that, and that's what I was interested in listening to is. It's like, this fucker's been around the music biz and, made a living out of it and not just did it for like a couple years, 10 years. What? 10 plus years?
10 plus.
Yeah,
10 plus.
like just to do.
Because when I had a family, it
course.
slowly,
Yeah.
you can't be going out every weekend anymore.
Yeah, well, the priorities change, of course, and, things like that. And there's
Straight
nothing
up,
wrong with that,
exactly.
know?
No.
So how long, so as you started streaming, like, how did that happen? Like, what, because I know that we spoke before a little bit that, you had, you were working
Yes.
as a chef, if I'm correct.
Butcher.
A butcher? Okay. You know what I
Butcher,
mean?
yeah.
So, we had this conversation before because I think we were in the same boat, during COVID, we lost our jobs and things like that. And was that when you were like, you looked into the content creating and streaming and it was an option that you never thought was even there? Or how did you come about it?
No, so, with the music thing, I had a wife, met a lovely, lovely girl doing shows, fell in love, and, we had a family. And once we had the family, we stopped doing the shows and music kind of just slowed down. And I went to work and to provide for my family because there is no money in the music business unless you're fucking making it.
Yeah.
There's no money in it. None. A lot of your money is spent
get there.
producing and
Getting
getting
there.
your fucking product out. So, but yeah, I was working full time as a butcher at a factory, man, working fucking 10 to 12-hour days, man, just fucking freezing my ass off. It was 32 degrees in there. Fucking, you're standing in a pile of water all day and there's blood everywhere. And I mean, it sucked. It fucking sucked. COVID happened. Got let go due to COVID. We serviced restaurants around the Chicagoland area. So once restaurants shut down, they didn't have a need for half of their staff anymore.
Damn.
So yeah, man, once the restaurants shut down, they let me go. And the wife, who always wanted to stream but never wanted to be on a camera, was like, you did the music thing. Why not try streaming? You're gonna be home. Why not try streaming? You got a little bit of an audience built up from that. Let's try to bring that together with the gaming and just, see what we can do, where we can go with it. And the rest has been fucking history, man.
That's cool, man. So like, was Facebook the first choice or Twitch or like how?
Facebook, definitely.
Yeah, Facebook, and then you
Facebook,
just stuck with it.
100%. Yeah, well, see, the wife was she used to watch streams on Mixer. She was watched tons of streams on Mixer before I even know what streaming was, So she was familiar with everything, and then when Facebook actually bought Mixer, it was just the perfect combination. Like, Facebook had just started up the, Facebook gaming. It was, within the I'd say year and a half of them, starting up Facebook gaming. So we're like, this is a new platform. It's Facebook. Everything's integrated already. Why would you not go with something that's already integrated with everything you do in your daily life?
Right.
AKA the meta now.
Well, that's the thing. That was one of my choices because I started on Mixer just on my Xbox alone, and when they were gonna take the when Mixer said, "Hey, we're done. We're gonna go to Facebook," I wasn't really taking Mixer serious. But when they went over to Facebook, I was like, well, that makes sense because just like you, I just know a lot of people. I've gotten to know people over my, my lifetime of doing different things. Grew up playing hockey, traveled for hockey, do jujitsu and just, get to know people over the time. And so when I started streaming it, it made so much sense to start on Facebook because a lot of people think like, oh, let me go to Twitch and good luck trying to just start over there. Not hating on anybody who's done it, but it's tough. I feel that Facebook is a good foundation to start off of, and you can make it what you want because how you said it's integrated. A lot of people that know you were like, oh shit, Green's gaming now. Oh shit, let me go in on this and check them out.
Exactly.
So that was a good point that you said about that because I multi-stream and I know you do, and we just do it for eyes, but obviously Facebook is the main grind, for sure, hands down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, 100%. Yes. And I'll say that through and through. Facebook, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Twitch. I'm on the YouTube, but man, my focus primarily will always be Facebook gaming.
Mm-hmm. So now that we've talked about it, so how long have you like officially been streaming for?
Almost 2 years. About 3 months shy of 2 years now. 647 days, some shit,
That's
somewhere
pretty
right
good.
around there.
Yeah, man, you've done some good damage and got in a good community based off the.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking the community is what holds me down every single day, man. Definitely.
So when did you realize? So obviously you started it at first, and then once you started getting some traction, did you were like, oh shit, I'm gonna start taking this a little bit more serious? When was that little turning point for you? Was it about a year in, or right off the bat you were gung ho about it?
We were pretty gung ho right off the bat. I mean, it was slow going. I started out just streaming, 2 hours a night, seeing what would happen, what was a good time for me as well, And we changed from doing when I first started, I was only streaming at like from midnight till 2 a.m. And we've moved it back to like 8 o'clock at night, a better time frame, obviously, and just when we started going for it 100% was like maybe a month into it where we're like, this is really something we can do.
Mm-hmm. And and I've seen you grow over the time, like your stream, shout out to Miss Sugar out there,
Hell yeah, she's the one that holding that down.
Yeah, man, and you've said it many times on stream that, we have a lot of support at home. A lot of people don't realize, how much stuff we have to take care of. Before we just turn on the camera and just play video games, what people think, there's a lot of stuff going on the back end, and a lot of people don't understand that. And having that family support, I know you were you got a chance to sit down with the Unfortunate One, and you talked about the family life and stuff like that. And it was so crazy that you guys have like similar, backgrounds and stories, and it's so cool. It's so cool.
100%.
It's badass because I've said it in my other podcast when I'm talking to you guys, I'm fortunate to know you guys and we can relate to each other in some aspect in life, not just the whole streaming thing. And I think that's what we start building relationships and friendships when you start fucking with the right people and not just everybody.
Right, exactly. And that's huge. Real, like you were saying at the beginning when you're talking, man, like we don't have to be on each other's nuts 24/7 to have a good connection or to, know we're real with each other. And, 100%, we don't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that, man,
I think a lot of people miss that mark because, a lot of people, it's about me, which is fine. I get it. You're a product and you're selling a product and you want people to see you. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with supporting other people and being okay with, your community supporting other people. Because I've seen other streamers, and I'm not saying that I know anybody, but, bigger streamers. Why the fuck you going over there, man? Y'all should be over here. Fuck them, man. It's just like, you're missing the point. I know that me and you have a lot of people that we have in common. And I've been fortunate to have some people come from your community come over and like, it's like, oh shit, I've seen him in Green's stream and he's over here, hanging out and saying what's up all the time. And when that person can, and you mingle and your community start, meshing.
Right.
You know,
Exactly, man.
and you
And
don't have to be just the Green Gang. You don't have to be just the Duke Nation. You don't have to be just,
right.
you
You
know,
can be a part of all of it, man. And like obviously, man, it's so fucking cool when you see that, man. It's so freaking awesome. I'll see, you people from your stream come over, man, and they show that love, and man, now they're rocking with me, and
yeah,
they're rocking with you, they're rocking with me, and like our communities together as a whole just keep growing and getting better every day, man. It's
yeah.
amazing, man.
It's cool, yeah, because I think that since we started around the same time and started, it's cool because I was saying it to Robbie and I was saying it to Reef. You start looking side to side, and you want to see
Oh
who's
yeah.
next to you. You know what I mean? And
Oh right.
who's got your back, and that we don't have to be in each other's streams all the time and share all of our shit all the time. But
Exactly, man.
it's cool. You can see somebody like, hey man, I like when you started doing the videos. I was like, damn, Green's killing it. I need to get on this.
Real now, boy.
You know what
For
I mean?
real.
So, but that's
For
cool
real.
because I had said it in another podcast. Is like a lot of people will say, "Oh, just stream what you want, do whatever you want. This is not a competition." I'm like, it's not me against everybody. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, I say I like healthy competition. I'm a really competitive person, but not an asshole. If I see you doing good, I want to do good. If Green's putting out a video, I got to put out videos too, because it's good motivation and push for each other in a healthy way.
Definitely.
It's never like, oh, your videos suck. What are you doing? Or like, oh, so and so. Oh, you should
That's
be
me
doing
with mowing the lawn. If I see my neighbor mowing his fucking lawn, I gotta mow my shit, man. Oh no. That's me. When it comes to streaming, I'm like, whatever, man. We're doing us. We're doing our
Yeah.
fucking lane, and I'm gonna fucking hang with the real motherfuckers, obviously, and
Yeah.
not because I mean, honestly, man, it's just oversaturated at times with too many people who just kiss everybody's ass and think like being everybody's friend is gonna help them build up, and
Yeah.
it's not like that, man. You gotta find the people that really fucking mesh well with you. You can't just juggle everybody,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, because I think I've done a pretty decent job to stay neutral with a lot of people. I know
Right.
I know a lot of streamers might not like each other or beef, but I've never made it a point to ever pick sides. But at the same time, either A or B could respect me evenly and can never say, oh, well, fucking Green only does this or Green only does that with so and so, and you don't ever want to. But at the same time, how you mentioned, I don't have time for somebody who's wishy washy either.
Straight up, man. Because there are a lot of flake motherfuckers too,
Yeah,
man. I
man.
mean, it just comes with the territory. Any sort of entertainment. Like when I was doing the music, it was the same thing, man. A lot of people are only out for themselves. A lot of people, are only out for that bag.
Yeah.
And you gotta distinguish who's the real fucking people and who's not. And that's with every step of life, man. Who's real, who's fake, and who's really gonna have your fucking back when it comes down to it.
And that's a good point that you bring up the music thing, because I've said it before too. Is like this, and you have over 10 years of just being a performer and entertainer. So you could judge, and you could have a good I guess I'm trying to think, like, you can judge a person after some time and being around them, and you could be like, oh, this guy's cool. Oh, not this guy. Oh, you know what I mean? And
Right.
And how you were saying, a lot of people think like when you meet somebody, I think this is the funniest thing about streaming. When you meet somebody, hey, let's co-stream. Hey, let's co-stream. Hey,
Bro,
let's co-stream.
the second I hop in some people's shit, they're like, yo, it's Green, man. We co-streaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like, we'll set one up.
Yeah. Well, well,
I ain't never fucking.
well, I've actually I've had people come into these podcasts after, I've gotten messages from people I don't even know. Hey, I see you're doing a podcast. I wanted to be on it, and I'm like,
Who?
I appreciate you inquiring, but I'm only working with people that I know. I'm trying to be, but at the same time, come on, man, you gotta learn that etiquette, because just how the
there's
music
a huge
business,
etiquette.
yeah, just how that music business, how you said it, just because he's a rapper and you're a rapper doesn't mean you have to rap together.
Exactly. Let's get a track. That was a huge thing too, man. Let's get track together, man. Let me get a verse. And I'm like, I don't even know you, bro.
Right?
We just met tonight. I just met you tonight. The fuck?
It's crazy because when I watch interviews with either comedians or music artists, they talk about hey man, what's cool working with or I've always wanted to work with this person, but our styles didn't mesh. But that doesn't mean you can't support each other.
Right.
You know, because there's a lot of people that I used to play with that, you know, I'm not their vibe and vice versa, but that doesn't mean that we can't support each other and, you know, say, I see you, man. Fucking you tearing it up
Doesn't
over there
mean we
and shit.
both can't eat.
Yeah, you know, but at the same
100%.
time, I'm not going to just, you know, not co-sign, but not just say everybody that everybody I know is cool as shit. I know a lot of streamers,
Right.
and I'm sure you do too. And
Right.
I don't hate on anybody how they go about their business, how they stream, when they stream or don't stream or whatever. Everybody streams for different reasons, and the reason I'm more, you know, relating to you is that you're taking it serious. You know, this is a living that you're making for your family. You know, you have the opportunity to make, you know, money at home, still be a father, still be a husband, you know, all those little
Every
things that,
day, yes.
you know, that a lot of people don't get to do. And over time, you know, God willing, as long as we keep doing, we could, you know, really, you know, not that I don't think that you want to be the most famous or the most paid, but I think you're the type of guy, like, if I can make a good living and everything's good at home, my family's good, community's
That's
good, I think that that's how I want to be as well.
that's all I want is to be able to support my family
Yeah.
day in and day out. I just want to be able to support my family, and that's the number one goal in life, for me at least, is
Yeah.
to support my family and make sure everything's good. I don't have to fucking make a ton of money. I don't got to be rich. I just want to just do it, you know? I
Yeah.
just want to be there for them. I want to be there for them. And that's one thing that streaming has allowed me to do, is be there for them every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I can make my own hours. I can do, you know, my own things. I can work on videos here while they're still here. If they need me, they can come and get me. I can help them. I mean, it's huge. It's absolutely huge to be able to do that.
So now that you know, you mentioned the family and then, you know, balancing all that. So how do you keep the motivation going? Like, I know you're a full-time guy. You know, from what I get, I think your schedule's like 1 in the morning and then 1 at night, if I'm not correct. Your streaming schedule usually do
Way
it.
off.
Okay, so when do you? Well, when do you? Because I've seen you go twice a day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, twice a
And-
day. Well, it
so
doesn't. It
sometimes-
varies, like morning or afternoon, but twice a day is your goal.
Yes. Yes. Like every night will be 8 or 9 o'clock Central Standard till we're done. Then I started this new thing on Sundays, at late night Sundays, scary games that I play that I'm trying to put together into a series
Nice.
to make like playthrough videos. And so I do those, and then, you know, random afternoons when I can. It varies because I spend a lot of time in my afternoon working on content to put out, you know, like that people don't see off stream, you know, but then you post some videos up, man, and work on a lot of fucking videos.
Yeah, I think that for a lot of people that don't know, Facebook is, you know, giving us content creators to option to start making money off our videos now. So it's not so much about being live all the time. It's about the views. So if a lot of you guys, when you guys see those small videos that we put out, you just watching it helps the channel grow.
Please watch it, share it,
It's
like
30
it,
seconds.
comment on it.
Yeah,
Do
30
something with
seconds.
it.
You can even just say dope or
Dude,
whatever.
with the reels, it's
anything.
only 1 second view. It doesn't even fucking matter. It's just 1 second view. Just watch it for 1 second, comment, like, do something with it, and it goes a long, long way.
Yeah, and a lot of these videos, how you said, they're short, and usually they're pretty good dope moments. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think there's
hell yeah.
been any videos that you've put out there were like, all right, well, he should not posted that one out of all the ones. I think that every video that you've put out, I've had a good chuckle. You know,
Thanks,
because
thanks, I'm glad.
I think you do a good job of capturing who you are as a content creator and as you play, because there's some plays I'm like, fucking green, you know what I mean? Bink,
Right?
bink, with the big HDR, he pulls it out.
That fucking
Bink.
HDR, bro, just putting them down, man.
It's cool, man. So, you know, you keep the motivation going because obviously, you know, family's important. You know, you have the opportunity to be at
Yes.
home to make a living, you know. So now that, you know, we've already had, you know, 2021 pass, you know, when you look back at 2021, like, what are your takeaways from 2021?
Oh, man, my takeaways from 2021 are just to continue doing what I'm doing, to continue the grind. Fucking Rome wasn't built in a day, you know they say.
Yeah.
I mean, just continue to do what I'm doing. When I look back, it's been nothing but moving forward, moving up, and slowly growing and honing my craft, bettering my skill, man. Every single day we can be better or do better in one way or another.
Yeah. And I think that was a good point that you said, because in my opinion, I think you've evolved in the period of time that I've seen you, as far as just making your streams fun, having theme streams. You are you are a variety streamer, so you bring different games, but you don't forget what got you to certain places with Warzone. You do a good job of opening the lobby for people to come in and play with you. A lot of people don't get the opportunity just to play with content creators. Although people will come in, hey, could I play with you? I'm like, all right, just hang out for a little bit, be around and stuff. I have no problem saying yes, but if you're not around,
straight up.
It's just like you're missing the point. This is community nights. We all hang out, get to know each other, and bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people miss that point. They just feel like, oh, I'm gonna play with a streamer. I just want to hear myself on the stream. I'm like,
See, and I don't get too much of that because I have such a fucking solid community and a solid foundation of people. Man, I get, like a good group of, people in every night who are like ready to run the rotations. They wait their turns, man. They fucking hang out, man, and they do the thing. And I can't thank them enough for being a part of what I do every night, man, because they're just as big a part of my stream as I am, man. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd be talking to the fucking wall.
Right?
You know? I do enough of that on my own time. I don't need to, no.
So we looked at, we talked about 21. So what is 22? You're talking about the consistency. Like, is there like some personal goals that you have for yourself, or, other than, keep growing? Is there any like specific goals that you see yourself or wanting to be at a certain point, or you just kind of just keep moving up and, not
keep moving, just keep grinding, keep doing what I'm doing. That's my main goal, my main focus. I don't have any certain plan because I don't know where it's going to take me, what's going to take me where. I just want to continue to provide for my family.
That's dope, man. And that's so simple, and that you say that, but you mean it. Yeah, 100%. You genuinely mean that. And it's refreshing to hear. And then when you talk about your community, because I say the same thing, and a lot of people, it is cliche, and we do say a lot, but we mean that shit. When you guys come by and hang out and, taking that little bit of time to say what's up or anything like that, it means a lot to us.
Oh, dude, really it's huge. It's huge, man. People be coming through and calling my shit therapy. They call me Therapeutic Green, bro. And I'm like, man, that's crazy that I could be there for you, every single night and be some sort of release for you guys after a long day of work or whatever fucking bullshit, you had to put up with at home in your daily life. It's amazing, man.
It's cool because I was talking about that unfortunate one is that, you do it, obviously, you're making a career out of it and you want to make money and you're providing, but at the same time, you build these relationships and you hear things. I'm sure you've gotten messages like, damn, man, thank you for just being you. And that was like never like a thing, but now that it's like, you're like, wow, like it's cool that you have that effect on people.
It's mind blowing.
It's mind blowing. Isn't it crazy?
It is. Man, because I'm just doing me, man. I'm trying to have fun with you. I'm trying to give you some fucking entertainment and some stress out of your goddamn bullshit daily life, because life can be bullshit.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've ever been in your stream and not laughed at least once or twice every like 30 or 40 seconds. Like, if it's not you just saying, oh fuck, I fucked it up, or you getting a nice little clip, or just getting a win, or just your reactions to a certain game that you're playing, I think you do a really good job of hitting that. And I think that's why people truly enjoy you, man, because you're genuine. Because you're just like me. I geek out. I feel like I'm a kid. When when I was posting videos, I'm like, God, I look like an idiot. But I was like, that's me. And that's me. And I'm okay with being me. And a lot of people have a hard time of doing that.
Right, 100%.
I think that a lot of people feel like they have to be a certain way on stream or whatnot. If it's not a gimmick, it's different. If you're a gimmick or if you're wearing something, that's different. But I feel like I'm sure you've gone into a stream where a guy's like this, and then you come in, hey, what's up? Yeah, dog. Yeah, we turned up. We got dubs. And like all of a sudden there's like a switch. I don't think that I've ever been in, because I've lurked in your streams when I'm working on shit or whatever, and you're always yourself. A lot of people don't like when you're streaming and you got to make sure that you're keeping the energy in the same way, because I just feel like if you're just waiting for somebody to come in, it just kind of like you're missing the point and you're missing out a lot. You should just be focusing on the game, focusing on the chat and things like that. And you do a good job, even though you jokingly say, "Oh, fuck, I missed that. Oh, hold up, I'll be there right now." But you acknowledge people,
Right.
You acknowledge people because that's why you have such a good community, because as much as important the game is, I've seen you take the time, die a couple times to look, answer a question or bullshit, and then get back to it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because I don't feel like, will be for me for sure. I'm not that great of a player to where like I can't pay attention to the chat and be like, "Oh, hold on, I'm gonna get 20 kills real quick, chat. I'll look at your shit right now."
No.
So we talked about last year. We talked about your past with the music and everything, and you did the music thing for a little bit, and you pulled the pedal off of that. Now you're going into this content creation thing. Like, what is the ideal goal for you? Like, where would you like to see this? An ideal, if like nothing, like if everything's going as well, like what is your ideal goal? Where do you want to be doing this? Do you want to do it for a long time, just a short time? Like
long time, baby, long time, man. I'm getting up. That's the fucking. The future's in front of us, man, and we're going for it. We're gonna continue to bring content daily. It's gonna continue to be Gaming with Green. It's gonna continue to be you, me, us, kicking fucking names, taking fucking ass, and doing the thing. It's gonna be. Man, we ain't gonna stop, man. We ain't gonna stop, man.
Yeah, that's cool, because I know I've asked everybody that I've had on here, and it's so interesting because everybody has like a different goal, which is cool.
Right.
It's awesome because it shows, it gets to everybody that gets to watch it and stuff. They don't understand that we have other aspirations, or we want to do certain things, or we have a certain goal, because we are taking the time to do this and we want to do it, and we're not. And I feel like you've gotten to the point to where you're not doing it just to do it, because a lot of streamers, there's a lot of streamers that stream just to stream, and that's okay. I have nothing against, I have a lot of friends that just stream just to stream, but we take this serious. We take it a little bit more serious, and we're looking to focus our time and energy a little differently with this, because obviously, you're a married guy and, you have a family. You could be, hanging out with them or doing stuff with them. Right. But if you're taking the time to, push this and see where it goes, then why wouldn't you?
Right, exactly. And I feel like that with the one thing, man, with my wife, she plays with us at night. So it's really good. We still get that time to spend together.
I know. It's so fun. You guys bullshit together with each other. It's so fun, man. You guys have little quips at each other, and it makes it so fun, man. It's cool. And and I didn't know that she wanted to do it first, but then she kind of was like, "Hey, well, you should do this." And
she didn't want to go on a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't want to, she didn't want the attention. She wants her gameplay recorded, man. She's a gamer. She's been a gamer through and through, just like us, man. Grew up playing games. And she was a girl. So, like girls aren't supposed to play video games, blah blah blah. So for her, man, she pulls it, man. She does it all.
That's dope, amazing. Man. That's dope. So, now that you've been doing it for so long, is there any things that you look back and say, "Damn, I wish I would have done that differently," or not that you would, you regret anything, but looking back, is there anything that you would have changed, or any tips for people that want to start doing this? Like from your experience, like what should you focus on and what shouldn't you focus on, or little things for people?
Oh man. Hate being put on the spot, goddammit. Man, just things I wish I would have done differently. I don't think I'd rather. Man, I don't know.
Not that you regret anything, but you're like,
no,
damn.
I don't regret anything. Just I wish I would have been smarter with some of the people I was involved with in the beginning, or some of the people I made friends with that are no longer fucking there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like flaked on me and shit. I mean, just some of those choices and putting my time and energy in the wrong places. That was my only regret, or whatever you want to call it. But it's all about learning, man. It's all about building, man. Yeah, one day at a time, man. One day at a time, and just all about building, man. And advice for anybody who wants to be a creator is, it's not for everybody.
Yep, good point.
It's not for everybody. If you can't handle going live every single day and entertaining every single day, don't. it's if you really want to do it, you have to fucking do it. You can't just so do it. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is always going to be key. Consistency always. And like I said, I started out 2 hours a night. And if you want to stream and you just want to do 2 hours a day, do it. Do it that same time every fucking day, and just do it then. And it'll happen slowly, man. Just one day at a time.
I think that's a good point that you say that, because a lot of people feel like I need to stream 6 hours a day. I need to stream
8 hours a day.
all
Like,
this. And that was one of my things at first too, was like, I gotta be on. But
Right.
as I started, like, you know, I have a full-time job, you know, and I have things at home and things like that. So what I would do before a lot of other people was I would just work on my clips, because I could work on my clips when I'm at work. So that was how I grew in my point, because a lot of people don't understand, if you don't have that entertainment value, you're not having a good time, then the chat's not having a good time. There's no way that you're going to grow, because I've seen people skyrocket and then just plateau.
right.
And they just
right.
plateau, and then just like, oh, fuck this, nobody's watching, and just like, well,
Fall
you gotta evolve. What are you changing? It's like, what are you doing or not doing to hold the numbers or to not grow? And I think a lot of people have a hard time with the rejection and not getting that satisfaction right
if you
away.
can't, if
know?
you can't handle being on a stream and sitting there with only one person watching you, if you can't handle like the downtimes or the times where no money's coming in,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fucking crapshoot. You never know when you're gonna make money or not make money. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, it's not for everybody, you guys. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, and that's a lot of things too, is because what you put into is what you get out of it. And
Yes.
I feel like what you've been doing is working more and more over time, and I love seeing that. I'm pulling for you, man. It's
Thank you.
badass that you see that, man.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I got to sit down and talk to you a little bit, man. Get to know you, and I feel like we've got a good, you know, friendship that we're building over time. And it's that stupid saying, but it's true. You know, that real recognized real shit. You know, ever since
100%.
when you were in my stream and showing love and coming by when you could, it meant a lot, because how many streamers, you know, and I'm not hating on it, but people just come by, drop the like, and then that's it.
Right. Don't say a fucking word
Don't
and
even
just
say
dip.
and dip, which is fine. It's cool.
Or they say one fucking thing and then dip.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Yeah,
If
but
at least fucking say more than one saying and dip. Like, that's fucking rude.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that, you know, I felt like I got that from you from the beginning, and I felt like, okay, cool. Like, I'm getting to know this guy. He's genuine, and he's not just wanting my like and my view.
100%.
And you know, I think you do a good job of welcoming everybody, and you do. I think it's funny. You always have nicknames for everybody that comes in, you know, because I'm that type of person too. I give people nicknames over
Hell
time.
yeah.
So like, I'll see people and you'll say their nickname, and you know, you feel involved, and that's what people like. And some people don't realize that. Oh, thanks for the like. Oh, thanks,
Yep.
man. Thanks for the share.
Right. Got
Yeah.
my 90 seconds. I'm out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just like the people that, you know,
I mean, and you recognize it. You see it, you know, and you just
it's cool.
kind of
Yeah,
follow your path.
Yeah,
Follow
you
your
know, it's
path.
like I have no ill will toward a lot of streamers or other content creators, and likewise, I'm sure people can care less what the fuck I'm doing, which is fine.
Right.
You
Straight
know,
up.
you know, which is cool too. You know, we pass you by, we say what's up, and you know, keep it respectful. But at the same time, you know, we ain't talking to each other off stream. You know, we ain't making plans. You know, we ain't sitting down and having conversations like this. I don't just sit down with anybody and just chop it up with, man.
I thank you for sitting down with me and giving me the opportunity, and just, you know, I thank you for just being you, Jimmy, man.
Yeah,
You're
man, I
a great
appreciate
guy,
that.
man. You're a great fucking guy. You as well, man. I think everybody should give you the recognition that you deserve as well, man, because you've grown since I've watched you as well, man. You've always tried to make your streams better. You always tried to have everybody involved, and just the way you run everything, it's good. You don't find that. You don't find that.
And I
It's hard
appreciate
to
that
find,
too.
and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I see people doing the same thing, and you know, being genuine, and you know, just trying to do the same thing, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's dope. You know, because there's a lot of people that, you know, I just don't fuck with anymore, or I just see people that they're out for themselves, which is fine. You know, but it's cool when you can sit down and, you know, have a relationship, and how you said, not only be each other's balls and liking all our shit, and oh, where the fuck have you been? I don't think you've ever made anybody feel bad for coming in like a week or two later. You know, hey, what's up, man? How you been? Everything good? That's it. You know, I've seen a lot of streamers, where you a long time no see? Like, bitch, everybody's got a life.
Right.
It doesn't evolve around you.
It's straight up my life. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people get in their feels in that same aspect too, man. And they don't, again, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
If you're going to get in your feels, you shouldn't be doing anything with entertainment because there's a lot of fucking feelings going around.
Fuck yeah, man.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
People come and
especially
go.
for a streamer, man, being a content creator, being a guy every day, hitting that button every day, man. Mentally for yourself, there's a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mentally on ourselves, man, is rough.
Yeah. It's crazy. And how you were saying, it's not for everybody, because I remember when I was doing the full-time thing at one point, I did it a month and a half. Like every day I was like, all right, take the kids to school, stream 4 hours.
Pick
Work
the
on
kids up.
clips, stream.
Yeah.
And it's mentally fatiguing. It really
Straight
was. It really is. So I respect any full-time content creator, you know, to have that motivation to get on, do the damn thing, not be fake. You know, it's mentally tough, and a lot of people don't realize that. And I respect you for that, for sure, dog.
Thank you, brother.
Better
Straight
man
up.
than me, for sure, man.
Whatever.
Yeah,
man. Whatever.
God willing, maybe, man, one time, man. But yeah, man, I respect you, bro, and I appreciate you having on, man. And this won't be the last time I'll have you on. You know, this first couple series, I just want to sit down and chop it up with the people that I like and respect, and you know, get to know them a little more, and give everybody an opportunity to hear you talk about other than stuff than just sitting there and playing the games. You know what I mean? So thanks for your
Right,
time,
straight
brother.
up, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, man, thank you so much, bro. I'll catch you around. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a custom lobby on Thursday, hosted
Baby.
by Green, myself, and Unfortunate One. You know, Green is a good dude with Unfortunate, and it's cool that we all start respecting. We have each other's backs in a certain way. You know, we don't have to be best friends or anything like that, but it's cool that, you know, our communities are starting to mesh, and you know, it's dope. You know what I mean? I really do enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to Thursday. Open lobby for anybody. You know, just don't be an asshole, and we're gonna have some fun and shit. So before I get you off, man, let everybody know your times, where they could find you, and you know what you're playing right now and shit like that, man.
Same green time, same green channel every motherfucking night, 9 o'clock Central at least, maybe 9:15. You know, sometimes some shit happens, but right around that time frame, we are live every single night, man, doing the damn thing. We got late night games sometimes, we got early afternoon games sometimes, and we're always putting out new content every day, new reels, new videos, shit that you can watch, share with your friends, and show somebody about, man. And you can find me there, man. Gaming with Green.
That's
Gaming
what's up,
with
man.
motherfucking Green, baby. Let's
Dope,
go.
man. Well, man, I'll keep in touch with you. I appreciate you again, man. Everybody who came out here watching this on the VOD, on everything, and we're gonna have this on Twitch, on Facebook,
shout out to everybody who
and
came through
YouTube.
and did the damn thing.
Appreciate
Shout
you
out
guys,
to
man.
everybody.
We'll catch you guys around, man. Thank you guys so much for your time. Peace out, homies. Y'all take care.
Love.